Hello, I'm Liana Gonzalez. I selected the recipe Otap for the Philippines, and I selected this recipe because my husband is from the Philippines and was born there, and baking is one of my favorite hobbies, so I just combined my husband's origins with making a dessert. And Otap is very well known dessert in the Philippines that can be sold almost anywhere. I chose this recipe because it was something a little bit out of my comfort zone, and I always love to make something new. While researching the Philippines, I realized that the Philippines don't really have spicy dishes. Korea, Japan, and China all typically have spicy dishes that come in some variation. For example, kimchi-jjian is made in Korea, which is a spicy stew made from kimchi. It was very surprising to know that there aren't many spicy cuisines in the Philippines. And in the Philippines, there is a tradition called kamian, which means to eat with your hands. It is said to make the food taste better and is still a popular tradition in the Philippines. While Filipino food is influenced by the Spanish, Chinese, and Malay cultures, all due to past history. The Spanish were one of the first to colonize the Philippines, influencing foods like tomatoes, avocado, and sausage in their cuisines. Otap is commonly eaten on a daily basis. You can find them almost everywhere in the Philippines. This includes supermarkets or even souvenir shops. And it is commonly found in Cebu, where it was originally created. Otap recipes are similar to cinnamon rolls in the way you prepare them. For instance, for cinnamon rolls, you put butter onto the dough and spread the sugar and cinnamon mixture. For Otap, you put the butter and vanilla extract onto the dough and spread the sugar mixture onto the dough. However, the cold temperatures of the dough and water cause Otap to turn into a new cookie texture, unlike cinnamon rolls. Both are very tasty though. I love to bake, so due to my past baking experience, I know what ingredients taste good and what does not. That stands for what goes together nicely and what doesn't. And for example, for this recipe, it called for shortening. Shortening is not something I like due to its overly fatty taste, but instead I replaced it with butter to have the same texture but a decrease in that fatty taste. Along with that fatty taste, shortening has a high number of calories, which can be harmful to the body. Shortening contains trans fats, and which can lead to heart disease, while butter does not have trans fats and has vitamins instead. The original recipe also calls for oil. Oil has omega-3s and omega-6, which are essential fatty acids. Nothing is wrong with using oil in a recipe, but too much can also cause inflammation and heart disease. Desserts are not made to be healthy, but I wanted to reduce any unnecessary ingredients in this recipe without losing the taste. This is also why I used all-purpose flour instead of cake flour in this recipe to increase the overall protein content. The one thing I really wanted to emphasize while making this Otap recipe was its convenience. Not everybody has the budget, the time, or the money to make long recipes that require a lot of materials, a lot of equipment. So I'm really happy that this recipe is very household friendly. Not everybody has shortening, cake flour, or even yeast at their house. So I really wanted to make this recipe as household friendly as I could while keeping the flavors there and making it even better in taste. I hope that these recipes really do inspire people to make them and try new things outside of their cultures. I think it is a very beautiful way to show cultural appreciation and to learn more things as you go. You may go into there not knowing how to do something and walk out knowing how to make a brand new dish that you've never even made before. Again, I really loved this project. It was a really fun experience, and I really do hope that we continue to appreciate other cultures and their food for what they are. Please enjoy watching the rest of my recipe, and I really enjoyed making this.